It's really important to have a plan and understand what your goals are.
In fact, my camel out there is suffering right now with a broken back.
So I actually found Pepe when it was only a couple of hours old, and I'm like, oh, this is a funny meme.
Oh my god.
Yo! Who is this Degen?
The old man is swing trading over years at a time. And it's like, that's where the real money is made.
The answer is a permanent loss. With single-sided staking, you don't have to worry about a permanent loss.
But really, at the end of the day, it's just the matter of a macro market. It's just what happens.
If you're aware, if you're disciplined, you can hone that into further financial growth.
Financial freedom, so we can actually live life and not have to be constantly living paycheck to paycheck. I mean, that's the ultimate goal, more or less, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, crypto degenerates, ducks and squirrels, I do not have a background. Oh no! What the fuck am I doing? Oh no, I'm on the wrong setting. Oh Jesus. All right, let's see what we can do with this. Oh, we can do that. We'll do that one. Hello, everybody. What's up? Welcome, welcome. I literally just got my truck out of the tire shop and they just finished putting the tires on and everything. We do not have a book for tonight to cover on book club, but I did want to pop in, say hello to everybody, read what's going on, see what's going on in the Degen world. I think I pinned the message. I did pin the message in the Degen Roundtable. So our live thing is set. We are rocking and rolling. There are currently no. Oh, just kidding. There's one of you. Welcome to the show, whoever you might be. Why, man? I am just so darn lost, aren't I? Man, I cannot change the branding. I wanted to put it on Campfire Stories, but I guess we're gonna be on Degen Roundtable. So, anyways, all I've got to say is that no book club tonight. Hello, everybody. Goodbye, everybody. It's been a great time. It's been an awesome time. I don't see anything rocking and rolling in the chats. So the chat motherfucking shout outs is going to be real easy because I love you guys and life is good. There's currently nothing other than the StreamYard chat that says, hey, live viewer comments show up on StreamYard. This is an example. Click on a comment to show it on stream. So there you guys go. Good to see the two of you that are watching right now. I love each and every one of the two of you. I wish that I had something of substance to tell you. I have been doing some, you know what, actually, I'll tell you what we're going to do for the Degen Roundtable Book Club is we're going to read through MewnDog's most fantastic and awesome thing that he put in the AI sample doc for the Degen Roundtable Nation. So that's what we're going to do for this show. And it's going to be fucking awesome. So we've got the AI sample doc. Where is it? Oh, and it's in the document above. Oh, I can't see it. Why can I not see it? Egad, MewnDog. I don't know where the AI sample document is. The message doesn't exist. Oh no. Fuck. I wanted to go through this. Oh man. Dang it. Let me see if I can oh, it's in Pickletaria. That's where it is. Okay. All right, guys. Relax one moment because it is over in the Nation of the Degen Roundtable. So, oh no, I don't see it. Ah, MewnDog, where did it go? I'm gonna type at MewnDog. Where did the document go? I love that thing. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. All right, MewnDog. Bam. MewnDog, where did it go? Fuck! I was totally looking forward to reading through that with you guys because that thing was super cool and awesome. But yeah, we've got MewnDog as the Degen counselor. Damn. That's too bad. I guess that's the way she goes. But anyways, for some of the chats, we've got Eddie C20. What's up, Eddie GC20? Good to see you, broski. Welcome to the stream. Man, I wish I could change the settings for the media assets and things. It's not letting me switch to Campfire Stories, nor is it letting me switch to Degen Book Club. But hey, you get what you got, and that's the best that we can do. So anyways, for those of you guys that don't know, if you didn't get an opportunity to read it, MewnDog had placed a fantastic link into the Degen Roundtable, the Nation of Pickletaria in the Degen Roundtable area, and boy howdy, was it a cool and awesome message. I wish that I could pull it up for you guys because I had a lot of fun reading it. So I'm gonna have to ask MewnDog what happened to it and where did it go and all that other stuff, because man, it was really, really cool. So anyways, the Nation of the Degen Roundtable is a work in progress, guys. We are working on it, and man, I wish Will Stevenson's project sits at a fascinating intersection, trying to build a nation. Man, message doesn't exist. I wonder if it's just my Telegram here on my computer, because that could totally be the case. I have done that before where it didn't it didn't find the messages that I was looking for. Message doesn't exist. It's so strange. I cannot find it. Well, you know what, MewnDog, if it exists, I'm gonna find it, broski, and we're gonna make it work. Let's see if I can do something with my phone here. Hopefully that didn't cut the stream out for all you guys. But let's take a look and move this thing. Oh, fiddlesticks. Well, we're gonna try some shit that's never been done before. It has been done before. But I'm gonna see if I can find this bitch on my phone, and if I can, then I'll simply forward it to my computer. And AI sample doc. Oh, it is there. All right, cool. So we've got, okay, here's the link. I'm gonna copy this link, and then I'm going to send it to myself. All right, MewnDog, you did nothing wrong, amigo. I have found out what the problem is, and the problem is me. So I'm just going to send this, bam, bam, in there between you and me, MewnDog, in our DMs, and hopefully that will show up on my computer. Aha, it does. Okay, sweet. So, ladies and germs, we have a great success. This is excellent. This is awesome and exciting. All right, now I want to close down Telegram on my computer. How can I do that? All right, cool. It looks like we're all caught up with where we're supposed to be. Okay, sweet. I don't want to copy or select the time. All right, yo, you guys are gonna get a kick out of this. So check this out. We are gonna do some reading on the Degen Roundtable Book Club episode. So MewnDog, disregard my message to you in the Pickletaria world, because it turns out that I am a nincompoop that is simply using a computer that has not caught up to things yet. So I'm also going to paste it in here. Oh, nope, that's the Viral Patem. All right, we're going to delete that. Okay, so basically, ladies and germs, what's going to happen is I'm going to forward this link to myself, to Pickletaria, to audio coursework. Man, that is so strange that it doesn't show up in there. But that's okay. That's okay. We've got the link. We've got the link, and it's saved in multiple places now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up a share screen for you guys. And then we're going to go through this Nation of Pickletaria document that MewnDog was so kind enough as to create for us. So I think it's fucking awesome. I think it's fucking great. And I'm super excited for this to be like a thing. So here we have the Nation of the Degen Roundtable. So let me pull this up a little bit. Let's see what is our maximum screen size. Ooh, that's a good screen size. I like that. Okay, sweet. So yeah, so here we have the Degen Roundtable Nation. Well, why can I not scroll? Okay, there I can scroll. All right, excellent. So this is the founding document prepared by our very wonderful own Mr. David Lee Durr. You guys know him as MewnDog. He's super cool and awesome. And we're going to check out what he's got for us for this Nation of the Degen Roundtable. I'm super excited for this. I did peruse through it earlier, but now we're going to give it a full read because I'm streaming and I can do that, and that's the way that it's going to be. So here we have founding document of the Degen Roundtable Nation. Oh, and before we get going, I'm going to have myself a delicious sip of some oh man, I can't remember who makes this, but it's some unsweetened lemon sparkling water. It's either HEB or it's Brookshire. It's fresh by Brookshire, but this is fucking awesome. And I'm gonna run out of words while reading this. So here's to a delicious 15 pages of sparkling water and awesome information. And away we go. I think if I'm reading the Nation of the Degen Roundtable thing, I have to put on the pirate hat. That's probably a requirement. So we're gonna put on the pirate hat if I'm gonna be the Prōflīgātus of the Degen Roundtable. Oh, so also by the way, I don't know if you guys can hear me. I'm just now realizing. Holy smokes! Check sound check. Okay, cool. I see the little mic thing appearing on the little ledger down there. All right, so here we got it. We've got the Degen Roundtable, the Nation of the Degen Roundtable founding document, and this is supposed to be a living, breathing document. Anybody can like edit it. Like I can delete that I. It is now the Degen Roundtable Nation. So, boom, there we go. Ooh, I think I'm gonna actually change this, MewnDog. We're going to just do some fun little fancy work here. The Nation of the Degen Roundtable, and we're gonna put a space in there. Bam! The Nation of the Degen Roundtable. I like that a lot. All right, sweet. It doesn't look as good on a one-liner. Maybe if we change the font down to. I don't want to make too many. I don't want to make too many changes to your beautiful document. Oh, there we go. The Nation of the Degen Roundtable. Bam! I like that. Let's see if it'll fit with size 20. It will not. Maybe 19. Size 19. Oh, no results for size 19. Oh, we want size 19. Bam. Let's see what that does. Oh, bazinga. There we go. We've maximized the scale of the words. So here we go. The Nation of the Degen Roundtable. We are going to be going through the ethos, the creed, and the code of conduct, a framework for the nation building in the digital age. Prepared for Will Stevenson. Prepared by MewnDog, Mr. David Lee Durr, for Will Stevenson. And this has to do with, like, you know, the Degen Roundtable as well as the Discourse Syndicate Network. So all of you guys that are interested in the Discourse Syndicate and all the things that they do, then like they basically do a whole bunch of the same things as the Degen Roundtable does. And I fucking love the Discourse Syndicate. I love everything that RG3 and Wild SJ are doing over there. And all the folks that founded the Discourse Syndicate, super cool. But anyways, we're all kind of the same network. So there we go. And again, like this is, you know, this is he named it himself Unpolished AI Slop. So like we're going through this with a bit of a with a bit of a, oh, what's the word I should use? A grain of salt or something like that. So there we go. Oh, and also Arceus rolls on in with a suggestion, the Degen Round Nation. I like that. That is amusing. Good suggestion, Arceus. Very good. Very good. Very good. I don't know if we're going to go with it, but that gets a chuckle out of me. So excellent, excellent thoughts. All right, guys. So as I'm reading through this, I won't be able to see all of, actually, I know I can change it so I can see the chat shout out. So if you guys have any questions or any concerns or any thoughts as we are going through this, then please let me know, and I will rock and roll, and we'll address your guys' thoughts live on the air, because this is just a whole new thing that we're going through right here. So the Nation of the Degen Roundtable, prepared for Will Stevenson, in the Degen Roundtable and the Discourse Syndicate Network, based on the teachings of Brandon Joe Williams' Contract Killer Course and the Nation of the Amnesty Coalition Framework. So draft 1.0 from April 2026. This is very cool. By the way, your AI's ability to do the framing and everything is just freaking awesome. So very good, bro. Very good presentation. So part one, we've got the research, brief and strategic context. This section synthesizes research across the Degen Roundtable, Discourse Syndicate Network, and Brandon Joe Williams Amnesty Coalition framework to establish the intellectual and cultural foundation for the Degen Roundtable Nation. 1.1, Brandon Joe Williams framework. Brandon Joe Williams is a self-described attorney in fact, legal researcher, and founder of the Nation of the Amnesty Coalition. His free Contract Killer course, now in version 2.0, has attracted what he estimates to be tens of thousands of followers worldwide. His core teaching centers on 3 pillars: nationality and citizenship, contract law, particularly trust structures, and the definitions of words as instruments of power and freedom, which I find this, honestly, the definition of words to be probably the coolest thing that I've got out of BJW's, out of all of his structure and things. So the Amnesty Coalition is structured as a self-declared foreign government operating on a covenant and code model. Williams draws heavily from Vattel's Law of Nations, Black's Law Dictionary, 4th edition, and the concept that a nation is fundamentally an independent body politic united for mutual safety and advantage, distinguished from mere criminal enterprise by its commitment to respecting other nations. Some key structural elements of the Amnesty Coalition model is that it's got the covenant of an ambassador, which is the founding social contract that defines the nation's identity, values, and the obligations of membership. The Code of the Pickeltarians, which is a 24-point philosophical and behavioral framework defining the character, mindset, and conduct expected of members. I guess you could say expected. I like the word agreed instead of expected, but like, Brendan does have expectations of his ambassadors for his nation. By the way, that's what like all of the members of the Amnesty Coalition are called. They're all called ambassadors. There are no citizens. There are no whatever. They're all ambassadors. So members of the Amnesty Coalition are considered to be ambassadors that go around and teach the world things based on Brendan's expectations. Whether you agree to it or not, that's up to you. So next, more structural elements, we've got the definitions first philosophy, which is every founding document begins with precise legal definitions of core terms: nation, peace, ambassador, covenant, intent, etc., etc. So you guys can find all these definitions in t.me/Pickeltaria, right? Spelled just like this, right? Pickeltarian, without the N at the end. But you can find t.me/Pickeltaria. That's where I've got a lot of the definitions for almost everything that he's gone through in his courses. I have only so far, I think, put in the definitions for the first 7 videos. So stand by, there's more to follow. He's got 28 videos total for this course, and so there's tons more definitions of things that need to be gone through, and like words need to be understood, legal frameworks need to be accepted. Like whenever you're making an argument in court, you have to have like words that you use, and there has to be an agreed upon meaning of these words that are used in court or in law or in whenever you're doing anything. Knowing how words are used is super duper important when it comes to having effective communication. Like just the other day, I was talking to some people about the difference between the word jealousy and the word envy. And like in dating culture, a lot of people use the word jealousy when in reality they mean both jealousy or envy. The difference being like envy is when you covet something that belongs to someone else that is not yours, and jealousy is when you are when you have a feeling of like, I want that thing that is mine to belong to me and it's important to me. So jealousy has to do with a feeling of ownership, and then envy has to do with like wanting what someone else owns. So like if my brother has an ice cream, then I want the ice cream, then I'm envious of my brother's ice cream. And then if my brother takes my ice cream away from me, then I am like jealous of the fact that he has taken my ice cream. So that's the like some, it's very important to understand the meanings of words and things, and for both parties engaged in communication to come to the same conclusion about the meaning of words. So just some thoughts there. So anyways, it's very important that he has definitions of core terms. So the next structural element is peace as an operational core, not just passive absence of violence, but active good order among members and good understanding with all other nations. All members are active. There are no passive citizens, only ambassadors, each autonomous and empowered. His nation is temporary by design. The nation only exists until its mission is fulfilled, and then it morphs, which I know that Brendan has said this, and I don't remember exactly what there is to it, but that's the general gist of it. So next we've got non-obligatory bonding. So the rules are framed as a bond with ourselves rather than punitive obligations. There is no shame or guilt attached to imperfect adherence. So basically what this means is the rules are there to give you a guidelines to apply to yourself. And like if you apply these rules to yourself, then you will be a good ambassador. But it's not like oh, you must do these things, otherwise this, that, or the other thing. I think there's only one. Yeah, here we go. So exile is the only punishment. So there is only one punishment, and the punishment is exile for the singular crime of manufacturing definitions to suppress or destroy others. So it's very cool the way that operates. Is like it's basically like, we don't want you to impose your will on other people. We want everybody to come to conclusions and understand things all the same. So that's fucking awesome. Oh, and by the way, welcome, Tam Tam. Good to see you. Tam says, hello, my lovelies. Hello to you too, Tam. Welcome to the fantastic show for the nation of the Degen Roundtable, where we are essentially making a brand new nation. So that is what's going on. And I'm going to move this Pelican case that is my mouse pad a little bit closer so I don't have to stretch my arm quite so far to do mouse manipulation. But hello to you too, Tam. It is wonderful to see you. Pulse Chain's #1 cheerleader we got right over here. All right, back to the definitions. So those are the core elements of the Amnesty Coalition. And so for the Degen Roundtable, it's a little bit different. So Degen Roundtable, DRT, is generally a Pulse Chain and Hex focused community media channel with presence on YouTube, Telegram, and X. And yeah, that's basically what we are. DRT was listed as a speaker entity at the Pulse Chain Tour Conference alongside Pulse Chain Foundation representatives, project builders, and other ecosystem influencers. The community identity is anchored in the Hex Pulse Chain ecosystem created by Richard Hart. I will say that that's fairly true. We're not just structured and centered around Hex and Pulse Chain. I'll say that my investing identity is very structured around that, but like the idea of the Degen Roundtable lasts with or without Pulse Chain and Hex. It is certainly something that we are very fond of, but I might change that word later. So we'll see how it goes. Key cultural markers from the DRT community ecosystem include a strong belief orientation towards Pulse and Hex, and investor and entrepreneur identity, as stated by community member Brendan, investor and entrepreneur, crypto focused, here to share what I've learned. And a God-centered worldview expressed alongside crypto conviction, and an emphasis on community education and shared learning over time. I will say that quite a few members of the Degen Roundtable leadership are religious, and I wouldn't say that necessarily the DRT as an entity is God-centered, but there's certainly elements of religion in there that like transfuse, that integrate well. So we are not necessarily God-centered, but there's certain as a function of the Degen Roundtable. I cannot speak for all 420 participants or however many there are in our beautiful little Telegram and across the stream and everything. But I will say that a lot of the things that I talk about and a lot of the things that other members talk about have to do with like religion and some sort of structuring belief or something like that. No hate in my heart, so we're all welcome here. Next up, we're going to talk about the Discourse Syndicate Network. So the Discourse Syndicate serves as a central hub for the Hex community, focusing on discussions surrounding products created by Richard Hart. The channel features diverse podcasts and shows engaging viewers with in-depth conversation about cryptocurrency and blockchain technology. With approximately 11,600 YouTube subscribers and 2 million, total views, it emphasizes community interaction and provides a platform for enthusiasts to share the insights. The network also offers HPI, which is Hex Passive Income course for crypto beginners, and positions itself as a bridge between content creation and crypto marketing. So why this matters: the nation's social experiment. So my project sits at a fascinating intersection, applying the Brandon Joe Williams nation building framework, which is rooted in legal philosophy, sovereignty theory, and contract law, to a crypto community that's already tribal, mission-driven, and operating alongside traditional institutional structures. So the Pulse Chain Hex community already exhibits proto-nation characteristics. So we got shared economic interests, a common adversary narrative, internal language and symbols, conference gatherings, charismatic founding figure. What it lacks and what Will is building, or what I'm building, is the formal articulation of shared values, behavioral standards, and mutual obligations that transform a community into a self-governing body politic. This is exactly where West Point Caliber Creed and ethos architecture becomes invaluable. And this is why particularly MewnDog's MewnDog's 2 cents in here is super valuable and awesome, is because he's got a lot of great leadership training from being a West Point student. So super cool. So next we're going to get into definitions. So following the Brandon Joe Williams methodology, we're going to begin with precise definitions of foundational terms. These definitions are drawn from Black's Law Dictionary, 4th edition, Vattel's Law of Nations, and custom definitions specific to the DRT Nation mission. So first off, what is the definition of a nation? A nation, from Vattel Prelim, Illinois 2, is an independent body politic, a society of men united together for the purpose of promoting their mutual safety and advantage by the joint efforts of their combined strength. But every combination of men who govern themselves independently of all others will not be considered a nation. A body of pirates, for example, who govern themselves are not a nation. To constitute a nation, another ingredient is required. The body thus formed must respect other nations in general and each of their members in particular. Next, the definition of peace. The tranquility enjoyed by a political society, internally by the good order which reigns among its members, and externally by the good understanding that it has with all other nations. Applied to the internal regulations of a nation, peace imports not merely a state of repose and security, as opposed to one of violence or warfare, but likewise a state of public order and decorum. And this is from Black's Law, 4th edition. Next, we have the ethos. An ethos is a characteristic spirit of a culture, community, or movement as manifested in its beliefs, aspirations, and customs. In rhetoric, the ability and moral character of the speaker, established through good sense, good moral character, and goodwill towards the audience. And that's from Aristotle, Rhetorica. Next, the definition of creed. A brief authoritative formula of belief, set of fundamental beliefs or guiding principles. From the Latin credo, which means I believe, a creed is the irreducible distillation of what a body politic holds to be true about itself and its purpose. Code of conduct is a complete system of positive behavioral expectations, scientifically arranged and promulgated by the authority of the body politic. A systematic body of rules governing the behavior of members in relation to each other, to the nation, and to external parties. Next, a covenant, and I really like this definition. This is fantastic. A covenant is an agreement between two or more parties reduced to writing, whereby the parties engage with each other for the performance of specified duties. Distinguished from a mere contract by its sacred and binding character, a covenant implies mutual commitment at the level of identity, not merely transaction. So a covenant is like this is deep. This means something to us. A contract is a transaction. So like covenant is meaningful, contract is transactional, which I love the fact that we put covenant in here. So that's a great job by either you, MewnDog, or by the AI. Next, we have ambassador, a member of the Degen Roundtable Nation. There are no passive citizens. Every member is an active representative of the group's nations, of the nation's values and mission, empowered to act autonomously within the bounds of the covenant and code. Degen, as reclaimed. I love this. Originally degenerate, a term of derision, reclaimed within the crypto community as a badge of honor signifying fearless early adoption, willingness to operate outside conventional financial structures, having a bias towards action over permission, and the intellectual courage to question established systems. Within the Degen Roundtable Nation, Degen means one who degenerates in the old in order to regenerate the new. Bro, I fucking love this so much. This is fucking fantastic. I am copying that, and I am going to send that into the Degen Roundtable Pickletaria Nation, because that's fucking gold, man. That is fucking gold. I like that you have the ethos and code of conduct in there, bro. But the Degen, that means something to me. So we're going to Control B bold that and Control B bold that. And then we're going to italicize the old version of the term degenerate. So fucking awesome, man. I love this so much. This is great. All right. That has been posted in Pickletaria Nation of the Degen Roundtable. Most fantastic. All right. Let's see what we got next. The round table, hell yeah. A circular arrangement where no seat is higher than another, from the Arthurian legend of equality among knights. Within the DRT Nation, this signifies that all ambassadors hold equal standing, that discourse is collaborative, not hierarchical, and that the merit of contribution, not status, determines influence. So, like, I love that. That's fucking awesome. And one of the things that it reminds me of, specifically this last part, Merit of contribution, not status, is what determines influence. So the people that contribute the most to your life have the most influence in your life, not necessarily the hierarchical status. I think that this is something that merits further reflection, is like the people that you interact with and the people that do the stuff, the people that do the work are the people that earn, at least in the round table sense, they're the people that earn the place that they hold. So that's just some excellent thoughts, and I fucking love that you put that in there too, MewnDog. That is so cool, man. By the way, I forgot to put on my streaming rings, which I almost always wear. So, ladies and germs, a brief moment for me to collect myself with my dolphins, my hex, my Lord of the Rings, and my not ubiquitous. That's the wrong word. The ring that I always wear, the Skyrim Ring of Hersine. So. There we go. We've got the streaming rings ready. We're rocking and rolling, Jared, ladies and germs. All right, let's see. Oh, we've got another chat motherfucking shout out to do. We've got Mr. Hexkin Lost in Asia. We are fucking A right, dude. We are indeed. I fucking love this degen like analogy, bro. That is so cool. Oh man, so fucking great. All right. Thank you guys for those of you who are still with me. The three of you that are watching on YouTube, you guys are my favorite. Those of you that are watching on Twitter as well, you guys are awesome just as much, but the YouTube people have more opportunity to chat, and I like the chats. So there we go. We're going to keep on rocking and rolling. So next, the Degen Roundtable Nations Creed. So the following creed is modeled on the structure of military creeds, meaning like the Soldier's Creed, the Cadet Prayer, the Ranger Creed, et cetera, adapted for a digital age of free nation, a digital age nation of free thinkers, builders, and seekers of financial sovereignty. It is meant to be recitable, memorable, and identity forming. So let's see what this is. This is my first time reading it, guys. I'm excited. This is super cool. So the creed of the nation of the Degen Roundtable Nation. Man, I might need to change that. The creed of the nation of the Degen Roundtable. Oh well, it's all good. I am an ambassador of the Degen Roundtable Nation. I'm an ambassador of the nation of the Degen Roundtable. Whatever. I'm an ambassador of the DRT. I'm a free individual, sovereign in thought and decisive in action. I have chosen to sit at this table not because I was told to, but because I believe in what we are building. I understand that a nation is not merely a group of individuals governing themselves. A body of pirates can do that. A nation respects other nations and each of their members. I commit to being worthy of that distinction. I seek peace, not the peace of inaction, but the peace of good order among my fellow ambassadors and good understanding with all whom I encounter. I am a student of definitions. I know that the boundaries of my words are the boundaries of my world. I pursue clarity with the curiosity of a child and the precision of a surgeon. I do not allow confusion to fester where an understanding can flourish. I do not wait for permission to create value. I build, I educate, I share what I learn with those who seek it. I carry the torch of financial literacy to every room that I enter. I will not be governed by fear, shame, or guilt manufactured by those who profit from my ignorance. I will never use my knowledge to harm, deceive, or exploit the vulnerable. My power is measured by those I help rise, not by those I push down. I operate from abundance, not scarcity. I know that the journey of understanding is the reward itself. I do not hoard insight, I multiply it. When I am attacked, I respond with precision and tenacity, not from vengeance, but from a duty to protect the integrity of our table. When I'm wrong, I own it, learn from it, and move forward. I represent this nation in every interaction. My conduct is the nation. My integrity is our reputation. My growth is our expansion. I am an ambassador of the Degen Roundtable Nation. We degenerate the old, we regenerate the new. This is our table. All are welcome. None are above it. That's fucking cool, man. Oh boy, I love that. Even if it's AI slop, dude, like I love that. It's fucking great. So part 4, the Degen Roundtable Nation ethos. The ethos represents the deeper philosophical commitments of the nation. While the creed is recitable and identity forming, the ethos provides the intellectual architecture that guides decision-making, conflict resolution, and cultural evolution. The first part, sovereignty through understanding. We believe that true sovereignty, financial, intellectual, and personal, is achieved not through force or accumulation, but through the relentless clarification of definitions. A person who understands the words that govern their world cannot be enslaved by those words. We are a nation of students, and our curriculum is the language of power itself. Contract, trust, obligation, money, person, citizen, nation. We do not accept definitions handed to us uncritically. We investigate, We question, we define for ourselves. I like that a lot. That's fucking golden. Number 2, the roundtable principle. No ambassador sits higher than another. Influence within our nation flows from contribution, not from title, net worth, or duration of membership. A new ambassador who brings genuine insight to the table is heard with the same gravity as a founder. This is not egalitarianism for its own sake. This is strategic. The best ideas win because we do not allow hierarchy to suppress them. Like the Knights of King Arthur's table, we are bound by mission, not rank. We're builders, not spectators. Number 3, the degen culture is often characterized by speculation and consumption. The DRT Nation redefines the degen identity. We are builders. We construct our own financial infrastructure. We create educational content. We develop tools and systems. We form alliances with other projects and communities. Every ambassador is expected to produce, not merely consume. A table with only eaters and no cooks will starve. We cook. That's fucking awesome. Hell yeah. Transparency as armor. Drawing from Sun Tzu, all warfare is based on deception. By the way, this is number 4. Transparency as armor. Drawing from Sun Tzu, all warfare is based on deception. Our transparency, therefore, is evidence of our lack of desire for war. We operate in the open. Our code is public. Our disagreements are visible. Our intentions are stated plainly. This is not naivety. This is the most sophisticated form of defense. An organization with nothing to hide cannot be blackmailed, manipulated, or surprised by its own contradictions. Number 5, financial literacy as liberation. We believe that the greatest prison on earth is built from misunderstood financial instruments. Most people do not understand what money is, how credit works, what a negotiable instrument does, or why the current system operates as it does. And I want to throw taxes in there. The Degen Roundtable Nation considers the dissemination of genuine financial literacy to be a sacred mission. We do not give financial advice. We teach people the definitions and mechanics so that they can make their own informed decisions. The individual who understands the game cannot be cheated by the game. Number 6, community as a trust structure. In legal terms, a trust is a relationship where a trustee manages assets for the benefit of beneficiaries according to the rules established by a grantor. Our nation operates on this principle metaphorically. Every ambassador is both trustee and beneficiary. We manage our collective reputation, knowledge base, and community for the mutual benefit of all members. Violations of trust, deception, and exploitation of fellow members spreading destructive information are the most serious offenses within our nation because they attack the very mechanism that holds us together. Number 7, courage in the face of volatility. Oh boy, here we go. We operate in the most volatile markets in the world. Our associated ecosystems face regulatory challenges, public skepticism, and internal drama. A Degen Roundtable ambassador does not pretend that these challenges don't exist. We face them directly. We discuss them openly. We prepare for them strategically. We do not engage in fear porn, the manufacturing of public narratives for engagement, nor do we engage in ungrounded hopium. We deal in the currency of honest assessment. That's very important. Yeah, ungrounded hopium and fear porn are like the two things that move people the most in the crypto space. Section 8, the amnesty principle. Following from Brandon Joe Williams' teaching, amnesty is the abolition of and forgetfulness of the offense. Oh, amnesty is the abolition and forgetfulness of the offense. We do not define people by their past mistakes. Every person who comes to our table with genuine intent is welcomed regardless of where they have been or what they have done. People join movements for different reasons, some from genuine intellectual curiosity, some from desperation. We meet people where they are, offer the tools for transformation, and measure them only by their conduct moving forward. However, this grace has limits. Persistent and deliberate harm to the community after correction will result in separation. And those of you guys who wield the band hammer in the Telegram can confirm. That's quite a fun time, isn't it? Part number 5, we're going to go over the code of conduct. So the code of conduct establishes the behavioral standards that govern interactions within the Degen Roundtable Nation. These are not punitive regulations. They're they're natural behavioral expressions of people who have internalized the creed and ethos above. As the Amnesty Coalition states, the rules are a bond with ourselves as a moral and honorable duty that we ourselves take great pride and enjoyment fulfilling. Article 1. Conduct toward fellow ambassadors. Treat every ambassador as an equal at the round table. Challenge ideas vigorously. Never attack the person behind them. When the disagreement arises, seek first to understand the other party's definitions. Most conflicts are definitional, not substantive. I will read that again. Most conflicts are definitional, not substantive. I'm going to bold that. That is very important. Most things that people disagree on is they disagree about the definitions or the meanings or the whatever. It's not about the substance itself. So open your mind, understand the position, become a good communicator, and that'll be perfect. Next, never use information shared in confidence within the community as a weapon against a fellow ambassador. Yes, privacy is important. There's plenty of you guys that I have secrets with that are not coming out ever. So extend that privacy to everybody. Don't use juicy information to gain social status as a gossip, and don't be a person who attacks another person because you've been given critical information, right? That's a good way to destroy your trust and like the brand that is you, whoever you might be. When a fellow ambassador is struggling financially, emotionally, intellectually, extend your hand. Do not mock, exploit, or ignore. Give credit where it's due. Intellectual contribution is the currency of this table. Theft of ideas degrades trust. Yes, that is important. Give credit where it's due. Oh, excuse me. We all stand on the shoulders of giants. And everyone kind of knows and understands this. Right, Mama Dog? We all stand on the shoulders of giants. Yeah, you're a pretty girl. So make sure that you give the giants the credit if you can remember to do so. And if not, like, be humble and don't try and take credit for stuff that other people have done. If you're going to like copy and paste other people's work and you're called out on it, then be like, yeah, I copied and pasted it. And it's good stuff. So there you go. Article 2, conduct in public spaces. Rule 6, when you represent the Degen Roundtable nation in any public forum, you are the nation. Conduct yourself accordingly. Yeah, I mean, if people see, like I have that little DRT sticker behind my name. And so like everywhere I go on Telegram, people see that like, oh, that's the Degen Roundtable. That's a dude that's part of the thing. So like I am, whether I want to be or not, I am an ambassador of the Degen Roundtable, and everything that I say reflects either poorly or positively on the Degen Roundtable as such. So if you're going to be a Degen Roundtable member, then, you know, like if you're going to be an ambassador, then be a good ambassador. Represent the place well. It's kind of like in the Marine Corps, one of the things that they had us do is we signed a written counseling statement that says like everything that I post on social media is a representation of the Marine Corps, not just as myself as an individual, but of the Marine Corps as a whole. So like if I go around posting nude pics of myself or like, you know, feet pictures or whatever, then I am bringing that branding. And the fact that I'm a Marine, like I'm bringing all of that down on the Marine Corps itself. This is why, like, you know, women that post on OnlyFans wearing uniforms of things, like one, it's a kink, and two, it's like, it's super duper bad because it makes the entire establishment look like that one person in the act that they're doing. So keep that in mind when you're doing things as a Degen Roundtable member, as an ambassador, is like, oh shit, you know, like if you're on Twitter and you're a Hexican and you're posting, you know, fucking topless pictures of yourself, then people are like, oh, topless babes, hex, whatever. Like maybe it's good, maybe it's bad. Just understand that like whatever you're associated with, you represent. And so it behooves you, if you want the assembly to do well, that you represent it well. So that's all we got for that. So yeah, in public spaces, just know that you reflect the Degen Roundtable nation if you're going to be an ambassador. Do not engage in tribalistic attacks against other communities or projects. Critique ideas and mechanics. Never dehumanize the holders of opposing positions. That's very important. We see that a lot in Bitcoin world. A lot of people saying like, oh, if you're not a Bitcoiner, then you're fucking retarded and you're going down the drain. It's like, that's a great way to make enemies and a horrible way to make friends. So there you go. Do not shill, pump, or make irresponsible financial claims on behalf of the Degen Roundtable nation. We educate, we do not manipulate. Hey, there you go. That's very important. When confronted with hostility, respond with precision, composure, and facts. Never meet emotion with emotion in a public setting. Yeah, that's important. Separating your ego from whatever the thing is that's being argued is very important. And it's super tough to do. And I fail all the time. So like, don't feel bad if you can't do it, but like do your best at all times. So do not dox, harass, or threaten any person, regardless of their position or opposition to our community. Yeah, just don't be an asshole, you know? Pretty simple. Article 3, financial conduct and integrity. I'm curious to see this. Again, guys, this is my first time reading this, so I do think it's awesome, but this is quite fun. Never promote a financial product, token, or opportunity within the community without full disclosure of any personal financial interest. You know, I wouldn't say you have to, but like, just understand that it's nuanced. Do not use community trust to facilitate rug pulls, pumps and dumps, or any scheme designed to extract value from fellow ambassadors. Yeah, unfortunately, in the past, we've had some people on the Degen Roundtable who did pump and dumps, who did rug pulls, who did like scheming things, and it seemed at the time that they were letting us in on a ground floor operation here, but like it turns out it's like, oh, we're not special, we're just like everyone else, and they took all our money. So fucking, I won't mention them, their names or anything, but like if you guys have been part of like a ruggedy rug, then you know and you understand the feeling. So let's not do it ourselves. All ambassadors acknowledge that cryptocurrency investment involves significant risk. No ambassador shall represent any opportunity as guaranteed or risk-free. Yeah, there is nothing guaranteed, and there is nothing risk-free. Everything in life that means anything has some sort of risk to it. We distinguish between education and financial advice. We share knowledge and definitions. We don't tell people what to buy, sell, or hold. I'll tell you guys what to buy, sell, or hold. Buy, sell, or hold whatever the fuck you want. And it's not my job to tell you what to do for you. It's my job to tell you what I'm doing and the ways that I did it and my reasons for doing it. You know, I can give you what I think, but like, it's not advice. Any ambassador found to be operating a fraudulent scheme will be immediately and permanently separated from the nation. Absolutely. We don't like cheats or snakes. Article 4, intellectual standards. Pursue truth through investigation, not through tribalism. We like it, therefore it's true is not a standard of evidence. I will say I probably fail at that a lot myself in real life. So, oops. That's a good point, though. That's a good point. Truth through investigation. When you share information, cite your sources and acknowledge uncertainty where it exists. Yeah, that's important. Do not spread rumors, unverified claims, or conspiracy theories as established fact. Distinguish clearly between I have verified and I have heard. Look, guys, just presume that everything is I've heard. And presume that everything is campfire stories. And that you have to get whatever level degree of trust that you want out of the campfire story yourself. You know? Like, even if I say I have verified this, then it's like, cool beans. I'm just a guy saying some words on the internet. Like, so is everyone else. Trust people that you want to trust. Don't trust people that you don't want to trust. And like, you're going to get the results that you get. It's just that simple. So there you go. Approach new information with curiosity, not defensiveness. Being wrong is not a moral failing. Refusing to update your understanding when presented with evidence is. So yeah, update your worldview when it's relevant. That's very important. Invest in your own education. A stagnant ambassador weakens the entire table. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, if you're not growing, you're dying. Like, whether you're a tree, whether you're a human being, whether you're a business, a country, like, if you're not growing, you are dying. So get better, guys. Always. I know I am. Article 5, conflict resolution. The first recourse, direct communication between the parties involved. Seek to determine terms and understand intent before assuming malice. I would say that Henlon's razor applies very well here. Never attribute to malice that which can be adequately explained by stupidity. So yeah, second recourse is mediation by a neutral ambassador agreed upon by both parties. So it's like, oh, if you guys are disagreeing, then, you know, get a third party that loves you both, that you both love. Third recourse is formal presentation to the nation's leadership for adjudication. I don't think that this will be necessary, but it's fun to have written in there. So there we go. I like it. At no point in this process shall any party take the conflict public before exhausting internal resolution. I do agree with that. Yeah, we don't air out our dirty laundry in front of everybody, because doing so makes everyone look bad. Retaliation against someone who raises a legitimate concern through proper channels is a violation of this code. Article 3, the 3 exiling offenses. Following the Amnesty Coalition model, there are limited grounds for permanent exile from the Degen Roundtable Nation. The first one, deliberate deception of fellow ambassadors for personal financial gain. The second one, manufacturing or weaponizing definitions with the intent to suppress, destroy, or manipulate other members. The third, persistent and willful violation of this code after receiving clear correction, demonstrating an intent incompatible with the nation's mission. So it's like, one, are you going to be if people are being dumb shits, then you get kicked out. If people are stealing money, then they're going to get kicked out. If people are trying to change the meanings of things to inflict their will upon the world, then they're going to get kicked out. And then also, if you just can't catch up, if you just can't calibrate, if you just can't like align with the ethos, then it's like, adios. You're not like, look, you're not a bad person. A person is not a bad, I shouldn't say the word you. A person is not a bad person because they don't align. A person is simply one who not aligns. So like, not abiding by, and this code is a like what is it in that they say in Pirates of the Caribbean? It's guidelines, So that's quite fun. So there we have it. All right, persistent and willful violation of this code after receiving clear. Okay, yeah. Exile requires documented evidence and consensus among nation leadership. I don't know about that. I'll fucking exile you in a heartbeat if I think so. And I guess other people might as well. But like generally speaking, people are pretty judicious. Exiled members may petition for re-entry through a formal process determined by the nation's governing structure. Maybe. We'll see. We always forgive people that change their ways, but we don't forgive people that don't change their ways. And like forgiveness is really just like you let it go inside your own head so it doesn't hold you back. So we only allow people into our lives who show that they are operating congruently with us. That'd be a better way to put it. Article 7, Amendment and Evolution. This code is a living document and may be amended through transparent deliberation by the ambassadors. Proposed amendments must be shared publicly with all ambassadors and discussed for a reasonable period before adoption. No amendment may contradict the core ethos, sovereignty through understanding, roundtable equality, transparency, and peace as active good order. This code should be reviewed at minimum annually to ensure it remains relevant and effective. I like that. That's good. Next, we got structural recommendations. So following recommendations are informed by the Brandon Joe Williams Nation Building Methodology, West Point Leadership Principles, and the practical realities of governing a digital community. So before we go any further, I want to welcome Mr. Moonpilled Rational Optics, who has rocked and rolled on in here about 10 minutes ago. Mr. Moonpilled Rational Optics says hello, and we say hello right back, good sir. So so much for this saying hi real quick. This is becoming quite the stream, isn't it? So the first thing recommended is governance architecture. So the Amnesty Coalition operates with Brandon Joe Williams as the singular founding authority. For the Degen Roundtable Nation, a hybrid model is recommended that preserves Will Stevenson's founding vision while distributing authority as the nation grows. So Founders Council, we've got me and a couple others who establish and protect the founding documents. I think that MewnDog belongs in there because he definitely did some making of this stuff. So Will Stevenson, I'm going to write in MewnDog because I trust your judgment, broski. And you're doing the work. You're literally doing the work. All right. Who establish and protect the founding documents. By the way, MewnDog, if you haven't done so already, I would recommend that you make a copy of this so that way I presume you do have a copy in case someone comes in here and bastardizes it, because it is a publicly editable document. I'm sure that nobody will bastardize it, but it's possible. So I'm going to be making a copy myself, and I would recommend that you do it as well. Next, we have Ambassador Assembly, all active members with voice in policy discussions and code amendments. So it's kind of be like a Senate a little bit. Working groups, task-specific teams, content creation, education, diplomacy, and other projects, and conflict resolution. Ooh, that'd be fun. Working groups. Then clear separation between code guardians, those who protect the founding principles, and operational leaders, those who manage day-to-day. That's very important, right? So we've got the theological, the theoretical, and then we have the practical. So that's a good delineation there. Next, we've got onboarding rituals. Military organizations and successful nations use a ritual to establish identity and commitment. Recommended elements. Required reading of the definitions, creed, ethos, and code before membership is granted. I like that. Yeah, required reading. Hey, there you go. If you want to be a Degen Roundtable ambassador, then you got to sacrifice something, which is your time and like some vocalizations and stuff. So very good. A brief covenant signing, digital affirmation that the incoming ambassador has read, understood, and agrees to the founding document. I don't know about that. Maybe. Not a terrible idea, but maybe. A welcome thread or announcement introducing new ambassadors to the community. Oh, that'd be fun. It sounds like something I'd have to build, but that could be cool. Then a sponsor system where existing ambassadors mentor new members through their first 30 days. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Man, we've got, as I recall, let's take a look at the Nation of the Degen Roundtable. We currently have Prōflīgātus, which is me. We've got Degen Counselor, which is MewnDog, and then we've got the Yield Hunter, which is Hexagon Lost in Asia. So those are the three members of the Nation of the Degen Roundtable as of now. So very fun stuff. I like it. But yeah, that could be cool once it starts scaling, having like a sponsor system. But like I would say de facto, like anyone that is like, hey, I want to be a Degen. It's like, oh, excuse me. Well, of course you can be a fucking Degen, bro. Like, We've been here for a long fucking time. We've been doing this for a long fucking time. If you've been chatting it up and interacting in the telegrams and like contributing and having fun and doing stuff, then it's like, yeah, you're gonna be a fucking degen, bro. Easy. Next is leveraging existing content infrastructure. So the Degen Roundtable Nation should integrate with existing platforms. So we've got YouTube, the Discourse Syndicate, and the Degen Roundtable. Hey, that's where we're at right now. Public-facing education, ethos and discussion, and community showcases. Super simple. Telegram, day-to-day community operations, real-time discussion, and rapid response. We're already in Telegram. That is the rapid response place. That is the real-time discussion. Not only that, but we share memes and talk about video games that we're playing. So that's going on too. Dedicated foundation page or microsite hosting the founding documents, ambassador directory, and educational resources. That would be cool. I wonder how one builds a foundation page. That's a good thing. And then conference presence, so post-chain tour, etc. Physical gatherings reinforce the digital community bonds. That'd be pretty nifty. I like it. I like it. Integration with Brandon Joe Williams' teachings. If the Degen Roundtable Nation is being formally established as a social experiment of the Contract Killer Course teachings, consider structuring the nation as a trust or equivalent instrument per Brandon Joe Williams' methodology. Study the nation of the Amnesty Coalition's covenant and code as templates, adapting the structure while customizing the content for a crypto-native community. Reading Vattel's Law of Nations as a recommended, eventually required, text for leadership. Oh boy. Oh man, that's a man. Let's do a quick little. We're gonna pause here for the reading, and we're gonna say Vattel Law of Nations, book by Elmer de Vattel. Wow, 1758 is a foundational text in international law, applying natural law principles to the conduct of states governing diplomacy, war, peace, and commerce. It argues that nations, as moral persons, have rights and obligations based on reason, influencing American founders and shaping modern international relations by establishing a system for how sovereign states could interact. That's interesting. I wonder if we've already covered the Law of Nations. I think we might have. Let me double check. I think that Zenith might have already did that in in the Degen Roundtable Book Club. Let me Law of Nations. Okay, the 48 Laws of Power. Law of Nations. Okay, there is no Law of Nations inside the Degen Roundtable Book Club Telegram. So that is interesting. I could have swore we covered something. Maybe it was some other nation thing. Let's do nation. Oh, the Wealth of Nations. That's what we covered. Bazinga. The Wealth of Nations. No one writes a 900 book page to say how happy he is. That's hilarious. Oh man, The Wealth of Nations. Who is it written by? Scottish economist. Okay. By Adam Smith. Oh, that's where we go. Okay. Book suggestions. The Law of Nations. Law of Nations by Vattel. By Amer de Vattel or something. Vattel Law of Nations. Yeah, Amer de Vattel. That's pretty cool. Okay. So we've got the Law of Nations being placed in the Degen Roundtable Book Club. So that is now in there. Bam, ba-lam. Okay. I'm going to close out Telegram so I don't get distracted by it anymore. All right. Cool beans. So we're going to... Oh, look at that. I meant to share this tab ahead instead while I was reading it, guys. So oopsie daisy. All right. But back to the Degen Roundtable... back to the Degen Roundtable teachings. So here we go. Maintaining open lines of communication with the Amnesty Coalition as a sister or allied nation. That would be quite fascinating. I would like to do that. Documenting the entire process as a case study for the broader Brandon Joe Williams community. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. So next, we got the metrics of success. How do you measure the health of a nation? Some suggested indicators. Ambassador retention rate. Are people staying? Are they churning out? Content output. Is the community producing educational material, not just consuming? Internal conflict resolution success. Are disputes being resolved before exile becomes necessary? External reputation. How do outsiders describe the DRT nation? Educational impact. Are members demonstrably more financially literate over time? And then growth quality. Are new members arriving because of the nation's reputation, not just token price? Yes, there we are. Well, for those of you that are around right now, we fucking love you guys because the prices are down fucking bad, as is indicated by the thumbnail that I have chosen. So there you guys go. But yeah, there's some good feedback for us. All right, so this document, in closing, this document is a foundation, not a finished project. It is deliberately comprehensive to give Will a massive head start, but it is designed to be refined, debated, and customized by the community that will live under its principles. Some specific areas that will need Will's personal attention and refinement. Specific name of the nation. DRT Nation is a placeholder. Hey, look at that. Look at that. You guys were fucking, oh man. MewnDog, you're the best, bro. And so is your AI. That's fucking awesome. Yep, Will may want something more distinctive. The nation of the Degen Roundtable. Degen Round Nation, as Arceus suggested. The relationship between the nation and specific financial instruments or tokens. How explicit should the hex pulse chain connection be in founding documents? I would say probably not terribly explicit. Maybe like mentioned as a side note. But it's kind of cool. The formal governance structure and decision-making process. Yeah, that'll require some thinking. I was only ever a sergeant in the Marine Corps, man. So like, as far as like governance structure and decision-making, I was like in the weeds for like the technical acumen of the day-to-day life. I was never in the theoretics. So that might be something that I would have to confer with Zenith, who is an officer, or Mr. Dace, who is heavy in theology. Or some of the other Degen Roundtable members who are, anyone who's got ideas, I am down to hear them. That would be absolutely lovely. But yeah, specific onboarding requirements and any required readings beyond the founding documents. Maybe whether pursue formal recognition or alliance with the Amnesty Coalition. Sure, I think BJW would be happy to say that we exist at peace with each other. I don't know how much he's interested in doing like trade and things because he's doing his own thing, so he's very, very busy. But I'm sure he would be happy to see that there's other people that are spinning up their own nations as a result of consuming his teachings. So it might just be flattering from that perspective, and it might be like very, very cool to see. So there's some thoughts. And then the creed's language. This should be workshopped with the founding members to ensure it resonates authentically. Yeah, so language is fun, and spellcasting is very real, and people should be feeling the right things as they read the words. So there we go. And finally, a quote from Daniel Webster. Let our object be our country, our whole country, and nothing but our country. And by the blessing of God, may that country itself become a vast and splendid monument, not of oppression and terror, but of wisdom, of peace, and of liberty, upon which the world may gaze with admiration forever. And this is Daniel Webster quoted in the Amnesty Coalition Covenant. So, build well, Will. The table awaits. Man, what a fucking document, dude. I like this a lot. Let's create a copy. Download a copy. Okay. Planning to share this document. Instead of downloading a copy, try emailing a link. Nope, I'm going to download a copy. So there we go. Microsoft OneDrive is doing its thing. Wow, I guess I got to sign in or something. Download. Boink. And I am downloaded. There we go. I got a docx. And I'm going to make sure that that's in a good spot. We're going to cut that out of the downloads folder, and then we're going to put it in a better folder. So there we have it, guys. The Nation of the Degen Roundtable. MewnDog, I can't thank you enough, man. That thing is super cool. And boy, howdy, is that nifty. I like this a lot. I have a Degen Roundtable folder. I am saving this document inside the Degen Roundtable folder. And not only that, I'm also going to be sending it in Telegram to myself. So let's see. Telegram, Pickletaria, Nation of the Degen Roundtable, bam, and we're going to drop this Bad Mamba Jamba on in there and send it. Now, there is a copy of it on Telegram, publicly. There's a copy of it on my desktop. There's a copy of it in MewnDog, wherever he's generated it from, on his computer or something. And there's copies that exist within the link that everyone has public access to. So this is fucking sick. I love it. I love it. That's awesome. Oh, and by the way, we've been joined by Mr. Crypto Compassion, who says, wow, Tam Tam is here. Excellent. Yes, Tam Tam loves the Degen Roundtable, Mr. Crypto Compassion. So good to see you too, broski. Welcome, welcome. We've got Crypto Compassion in the house. We've got Tam in the house. We've got Moonpilled Rational Optics, Mr. Hexkin Lost in Asia. We've got Arceus. We've got Eddie. We've even got StreamYard in here, and myself. And we've got my beautiful mama dog chilling in the back seat. I don't know if you guys can see her, but she's chilling, having a good time. An awesome time. Oh, excuse me. Man, how uncouth. And I cannot get my phone remounted. There we are. So, with that, ladies and germs, like, what a cool document. I like that a lot. We're going to go ahead and stop the sharing, and we're going to bring me back to the size that I need to be for the show to be doing the thing that it's supposed to be doing. Where is my media assets? There is the background. Will it let me change to campfire stories? It will not. I'm stuck on this media style, so super cool. No sweat, guys. No sweat. But with that, like, I think that this has been a great show. It was totally longer than what I wanted to do, and totally different. So I'm going to have to like edit this in post and just do some really cool things. The stream is already live. Can't change the start time, so that's hilarious. No book club tonight, but I will say hi real quick. Oh, that's so fun. Well, guys, with that being said, I want to thank you all for spending your valuable time with us here on the Degen Roundtable. As Agent Jay used to say back when he was with us, we know that time is your most valuable asset, and we appreciate you investing that asset right here with us. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Will Stevenson, but more importantly, you have been watching the nation of the Degen Roundtable. And I think that instead of doing the normal way out, I'm going to reread the ethos of the Degen Roundtable, and we're going to salute our way out of that. So there we go. I am the Prōflīgātus ambassador of the Degen Roundtable Nation. I'm a free individual, sovereign in thought and decisive in action, and I have chosen to sit in this table not because I was told, but because I believe in what we are building. I understand that a nation is not merely a group of individuals governing themselves. A body of pirates can do that. A nation respects other nations and each of its members, and I commit to being worthy of that distinction. I seek peace, not peace of inaction, but the peace of good order among my fellow ambassadors and good understanding. Whoa, that was weird. And good understanding with all whom I encounter. I am a student of definitions. I know that the boundaries of my words are the boundaries of my world, and I pursue clarity with the curiosity of a child and the precision of a surgeon. I do not allow confusion to fester where understanding can flourish. I do not wait for permission to create value. I build, I educate, I share what I learn with those who seek it. I carry the torch of financial literacy into every room that I enter. I will not be governed by fear, shame, or guilt manufactured by those who profit from my ignorance. I will never use my knowledge to harm, deceive, or exploit the vulnerable. My power is measured by those I help rise, not by those I push down. I operate from abundance, not scarcity. I know that the journey of understanding is the reward itself, not the hoard insight. I do not hoard insight. I multiply it. When I am attacked, I respond with precision and tenacity, not from vengeance, but from a duty to protect the integrity of our table. When I am wrong, I own it, learn from it, and move forward. I represent this nation in every interaction. My conduct is the nation. My integrity is our reputation. My growth is our expansion. I am an ambassador of the Degen Roundtable Nation. We degenerate the old, so that way we can regenerate the new. This is our table. All are welcome. None are above it. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And always remember to degen responsibly. Oh, shit. Where's the button? There it is. Degen responsibly.